everybody, I'm back. I feel much better. I don't have the pink eye anymore, so let's get started on week 2 of my urban garden tour. So last week I showed you guys my mustard greens, and here they are again. Look how much they've grown. Now back there in the back is a watermelon. This will be my watermelon and pumpkin area. So I have marigolds here in the front for pollinators, and I've started some peppers, but I'm going to move those peppers out once they sprout up. So that's a pimento. I'm going to move that into a pot. I'm going to move the sweet banana into a pot, the alma paprika into a pot, and Bishop's Crown is just being disrespectful. And that's some mobile, so you can see where I've already put some of my pumpkins. This is a sugar pie pumpkin, and this is another sugar pie pumpkin, and that's a pepper that's going to be moved, and this is another sugar pie pumpkin. So I'm going to be moving once these peppers sprout up, and these collard greens are going to be going too. So I'm going to be putting watermelon back there interspersed within the mustard greens, because the mustard greens are going to grow up pretty quick, and because it's so hot, they might even bolt. So I'll probably be harvesting those as soon as they're big enough to make a mess of greens, as my grandma would say. This is my eggplant and pepper bed. Look at how much. I tell y'all something about rainwater. There is something magical in the rainwater, because when it rains, the garden is like, yes, please, thank you. So here are my eggplant. This is my white knight eggplant. So there's a whole lot of them on here, and this is the color that they will be. That's kind of where the whole eggplant name comes from, because it looks like an egg. So I have some more started here. Back in the back, my Rosa Blanca is finally coming up. That's like a striped purple, and they're kind of like a ball, so I'm excited about that. And here's a bell pepper, and I need to trim these. And my cayenne pepper. Cayenne peppers are so easy to grow. Now these are green, but they will turn brown, then they'll turn red, and that's awesomeness. And my shishitos, yum, I'm so excited. So be gentle with your pepper plants, because everywhere is a flower is where a fruit will be. So when a flower drops, you lose a piece of fruit on that, so be careful with that. What are these? These are my habanadas. So they have the flavor of habaneros, but they're not going to be hot. So I'm excited about that. I need to watch a pruning video on how to prune those peppers so they can produce more. And this is my green knight. And that's the color they're going to be. I have a funky one in here that's this one right here. I wonder how big this is going to get, but look at there. And this is a regular Black Beauty eggplant, the general eggplant you see at the grocery store. Okay, so this is my junky high tunnel, my urban high tunnel, and I did some pruning last week, and I've got some more fruit set on here. I'm very pleased. The pruning really does help, guys. It allows your plant to put more effort into producing fruit and not into making leaves. Now I have my first blush. That's what that's called, when you get your first color on your tomato. Yay! So this Amish paste is just, I don't know what's wrong with it, because the one out in the yard is spectacular, and my Paul Robeson is just not. I don't know, guys. So it seems like my indeterminate are taking forever to set fruit. So maybe that's just a characteristic of that type of tomato. Mystery tomato, have no idea. I think it's a sucker that I planted, and it will be a surprise. So it's growing though. Blue Lake bush beans. This is my second round of beans in this tower. So I'm gonna thin some of these out. I have a couple. I want only one plant in one area, and the rest I'm gonna give to my mom and dad for their garden because their beans didn't do well. So another pretty sunflower. Please disregard the junk in the background, y'all. I have to clean my garden stuff, but let's focus on the beauty. Zinnias are starting to bloom, so that's great. There's a yellow one too. Strawberries. I don't have a lot, but it's his first season, so my understanding is that's not unusual, so that's okay. My lettuce has gone to seed, and I'm gonna let it. I'm gonna save seeds from this, just like I'm letting this bok choy continue, because I'm going to save seeds from that. So I've started my second round of determinate tomatoes, Romas, Oregon Spring, because all those tomatoes that you saw in that other high tunnel with all that fruit on there, once that's harvested, that plant's done. So what I'm going to do is replace those plants with these. Armenian cucumber is doing excellent. And here's some more pumpkin that I've started. Jack-o'-lantern pumpkin and a watermelon. Yeah, that's a watermelon plant. I have some more watermelon that haven't come up yet. Let's spin this. That's a watermelon. And that's a jack-o'-lantern. Okay. This is a weed. And it's pretty. So I'm going to keep it. It's called cypress. And I'm going to let it grow. Maybe it'll set pretty flowers on it. I don't know. It's not hurting anything. I thought it was a plant, but turns out it's a weed. This is a weed as well. I pot weeds. This is German chamomile. It popped up in my onion bed after I cleared out my onions, and it is just like chamomile, so I'm keeping it. My pole beans are growing, but first let's give some attention to this volunteer potato plant. Okay, but these are my, and that's another one, volunteer, and I'm just gonna leave them. These are growing up my janky trellis. Look at there. I'm so excited. So these are my Chinese noodle beans and my yard long beans. Here I have some cucumbers. A cucumber, white night cucumber, and this is another pepper. And these are Kajari melons, and that's a beefsteak, some beefsteak tomatoes, and another pepper. But these melons are gonna go up that trellis. That's why I have them here. I'll probably put them down on the lower level and just let them climb up. These are my cucumbers, Armenian cucumbers. This thing right here I found on the side of the road. It's a what you call those things? It goes in the bottom of a bed to hold y'all know what I mean. It's from a crib. And this is supposed to be a bushing cucumber, but I don't see a bush. Do y'all see a bush? I see a vine. So I might just let it come on across here. I don't know. We'll see. And some more squash. It must have rained last night because I came out here with the intentions of watering, but I don't need to. So that's, look at all these bees. Can y'all see the bees? Look at there. They are making food. Bees are your friends. So don't be spraying nasty stuff, because if it weren't for bees, we wouldn't have food, guys. So this is called a shanty sunflower. Y'all, look at all this grass. My yard guy couldn't come because it was raining so hard. But anyway, I'm looking for snakes. But it's a shanty sunflower. Isn't that pretty? There's another one. Kale Bed. So I just really, I did this just less than a week ago. You see how quick they come up. So what's going to happen is I'm going to let them come up, and I'm going to thin them out and make salad with the small ones and let them grow into bigger plants. I might end up with maybe 6 or 8, but they'll grow really big, and they'll grow all summer and into the winter, fall. I had to cut mine down last year. So, and this is a potato bed, and we shall see. So here I have okra, and apparently chard coming back. I left the roots of my chard in the ground because I didn't want to pull up. I wanted it to kind of, what do you call that? Decompose in right where it was, you know, to feed. But apparently it's like, no ma'am, we're growing. So anyway, disrespectful. This is my triple crop tomatoes. Look at that climbing triple crop. Look at that. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. And these are my black beauty. So these will be like dark when they finish ripening. And these are Cherokee purple. I don't know if you guys remember when I did the pruning video, how much fruit has come since I pruned. And this is my white Thomasil. My Amish paste. And Boxcar Willie is not doing anything. But I see, oh yes it is. It's got tiny. Yay! My Consuela Genevieve's is continued to produce. And I finally have, on my rainbow tom, I have some fruit. So this one, I don't know what this is. What does that say? Oh, this is a rainbow tom. So I don't know. This is the surprise. These are my 49-day, which I will be buying more seeds of. And what is that? Don't know. And that's another Consuela Genevieve's. Oh, and this is a ground cherry, which I thought had died, but did not. I reuse all my soil, so I get a lot of surprises when something does start growing and I dump it and start growing something else, and then bop, there it is. So this came up in my cucumber bed, so I moved it here because this is supposed to be a grapevine that didn't do anything this year. Okay, so this is my China rose bush. Another bloom's coming, but that was the rose. That was the first one. It was so pretty. So that's it, everybody. I hope you like this tour. I'm very happy about how my garden is looking. So my mission in this channel is to show people in urban settings how to grow, cook, and preserve food. And if you like videos like this, please hit the thumbs up button. It's free, and subscribe. That's free as well. And I'll continue to make these videos. Have a great day. Grow with y'all later. Bye.